The Form T1 is absolutely one of the best SFF premium cases that you could build inside of. I mean, it's absolutely stunning to look at, and it's beautifully well made and crafted. I've built multiple iterations of this build. I had to keep tweaking things to get it right. Everything from using two different 5070 Ti's down to trying the 5090 FE inside of it. Yes, I put a 5090 in it. Also, the top exhaust fans, I went through 3 different setups. The first one was temporary. The second one was me trying something. And the final one, which is now the Fractal Design Momentum 12, is where I'm going to land. I do have the option of using some of these Noctua G2 fans, but if I'm being honest, right now my temps are just fine, so there's really no need. But I am also curious as to whether there would be any improvement performance-wise, as well as maybe some noise reduction. So why is this case so popular? Well, the build quality is outstanding. It's really nice. This is all premium metal, and the construction of it is piece by piece. You put it together, you could tell that this was well thought out. I currently have version 2.5, which just goes to show that this company has such a great base product that they can make these versions 2.0, 2.5, and they still have an audience and community that continues to grow. So the Form T1 is essentially a sandwich style case, meaning your GPU is alone on one side and your motherboard and PSU are on the other. And the overall footprint of this case is so minimal that I don't see anyone having any issues with using or building inside of this case outside of temps. Now, temperatures are going to be your main focus when you choose and put together whatever components you choose to use. Everything from your air cooler or AIO, whichever way you choose to go, as well as your GPU. Certain GPUs blow air in different ways, such as the FE. When I put the 5090 FE inside of this case, it was a lot of heat. Now, some people are okay with running their SFF builds right at the cutoff or very near the threshold. My reality around that is that if your small form factor case is exhausting such high temps, that's being exhausted into your ambient climate. So whatever room you're in is going to heat up a lot quicker. Whereas if you were to build a lower temp running system, it would take a lot longer to get to a hotter room. Which brings us to the 5070 Ti, the best bang for buck RTX 50 series card, especially if you could get it at retail. Reason being, if it wasn't power limited, it will cross paths with the 5080 easily. As well as you'll get lower temps. You won't have to do power limiting and undervolting and all of that crazy nonsense. You will be able to run your system in its natural form and have it run at ideal temperatures. Also, another reality is gaming in 1440p, in my honest opinion, is a real sweet spot. Gaming in 4K is so difficult, especially if you want high refresh rates, that it takes cards such as the 5090 and 4090, and even then on certain titles, it's a stretch. Which is why I believe that the 5070 Ti paired with the Form T1 9800X3D is an ideal combo. And if you want to go Team Red, you can run the 9070 XT. Now, the real reality is, yes, you can run a 5090 inside of this small form factor build and you'll be just fine. I feel like the temps are a bit on the high side, and yes, you can undervolt and bring things down. I mean, it's all about how you choose to balance and flip and, put it together. The reality is, though, that this case is by far the best looking case, the best built quality case in this, price point, and I can absolutely recommend it time after time, build after build. And if you're willing to check it out, go ahead. I get nothing for saying this. I'm just sharing my enthusiasm around one of the best SFF cases that I've come across. And it's as simple as that. My name is CJ. I know tech, so you don't have to, even though I know you know everything. Peace.